So I just cut this 30-inch panel and I cut through a dowel, and that's going to show. So what are we going to do about it? So if you've been following my channel, you know I'm working on a kitchen, making all kinds of drawer fronts right now. What's the simplest thing to do? Simplest thing is to just make another one or cut another one from one of your other blanks. This was my second last cut. I don't have any more blanks, so here's the offcut. Ironically, it looks pretty nice. If I had only started my cut here and cut to the other side, I'd be fine. Anyways, I've got the offcut, so I've got perfect match for color and hopefully perfect match for grain. So my idea, I'm going to take a slot cutting bit and I'm going to run that along here, and I'm going to gouge out a little bit, and then I'm going to cut this offcut down to match and hopefully fit it in, and it'll be almost invisible. Oh, big old hand. Out with the old, in with the new. Let's figure out the depth. Get it locked in place. Check again. That looks good. I set up a piece of scrap here on the edge of my bench. I want to test that first, make sure everything's okay. So I have to be careful. I left a little burn here. I don't really want any burns. Don't really care about burns in the slot because that's going to get covered up. So that slot, yeah, can we see that there? Yeah, that slot is nicely straddling our little problem area. Okay, so let's do the actual cut. That turned out pretty good. Again, it's a little burnt on the inside, but we don't really care about that. It's going to get covered up. Don't need a lot. Don't need a bunch of depth. Ouch. Because this is camouflage here. This is not structural. We just need to cover it up. And really, this is the side of the drawer. You're almost never going to see it. So I set up my table saw to take a 1/4 inch cut, and I took a test piece and I ran it through, and it was a little too tight, so I moved the saw over and I did it again, and then I got a nice snug fit here. So then I took my actual offcut and I ran it through, and I ran it through twice, so hopefully I should have 2 pieces that I could fit. Now the trick is going to be, need to line up this seam here. Not because I care about the seam, but because there's a slight difference in color between the 2 pieces. So I'll make sure that is right there. Almost. I want it snug, but I don't want it to snap. This end grain, of course, is very delicate, and this could just bust at about any moment. Any sort of flexing or... Okay, here we go. Good old wood glue. Right. I needed that. Bring that back. I'm focusing my hitting at the 2 ends because it still is dipped a bit in the middle, so that's hitting. That is firmly. Okay. Leave that for an hour or 2 and then we will come back. It's not totally hidden. Here, I hit it with a bit of Varsol. It'll give you a bit of a look at what it's going to look like once it's got some finish on it. It's not totally hidden because I messed up with the patch, and I managed to flip the patch over. So here in the main board, the grain is running like this on this piece. But in the patch, because it's flipped over, it's running like that. And on this board, it's the same thing. It is a little noticeable, but it's a lot better than it was. Anyways, as always, thanks for stopping by and spending some time in my shop. You know, check out some of my other videos if you want, and you know, remember to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.